Now it looks very, very sunny, but let me tell you this, it's very windy as well doing London. Hi everyone, how you saying? So we've got Wolves Fan TV coming up in just a moment, but this video is sponsored by the One Football app. It's a fantastic app, and if you check on that app you can actually see the preview which is coming up with Wolves on Monday night. We'll be there. We're going to be collaborating with Wolves Fan TV for a quick fan cam after the game as well. Johnny's done a video for them on their channel as well. There's going to be a link in the description for that as well. If you're wondering what that is, that's the Ocean Rescue from Sky next of us. But yeah, it is the Wolves Fan TV.
Harry, what a season for Wolves. 7th in the Premier League, last 16 of the FA Cup. Yeah. After being promoted from the Championship very comfortably in the end, it seems. What a season you guys are having at the minute.
Oh, I'd love to say it's just another day in the office for us, but it's so surreal. You've got to just look at where we were even 3 years ago. We were scrapping at one point just to stay in the Championship, really going into February, March. We were around that zone. So just the turnaround's been brilliant. The ownership's come in a couple of years ago. They've really turned it around. Premier League, you know, we would have been happy. A lot of fans would have been happy just to have stayed up normally when your first season back. But we're living the dream, pretty much. Where we are at the minute, you kind of think with the top 6, will we get any higher for the next 2-3 years? We're not too sure. So we're just sitting back, relaxing, and we're just enjoying our football at the minute, easy.
You talk about a dream, Nuno Espirito Santo.
Oh, yes.
I think you fans talk about it. Is it a song that he's have a dream?
Nuno had a dream.
Or
yeah.
Nuno has a dream.
Yeah.
He's been instrumental since he's come into the club. He took over Paul Lambert, I think that was right. And you know, I know obviously there has been an investment, but someone's got to go in there and get the club from A to B, as in from the Championship to the Premier League. What a great job he's done, isn't it?
Well, he's an absolute revelation. You know, he's already at cult status. I think if he sticks around for a couple more years, I'm not going to say lightly, he'll be definitely an icon, if not touching towards legendary status, to be honest, because where we are at the minute, we're doing better than we have done in half a century. And when you think about it, he came in after Paul Lambert, who kept us up, fair play, but obviously that was a really ruthless decision at the time, and I don't think a lot of people from outside of the club were too impressed. They were saying, well, maybe this might go one or two ways. His first season in English football, what he did is he changed the culture. He got us playing a very good style of football and got a load of confidence in the squad. He got the best out of players that maybe weren't punching above their weight too much, such as Connor Cody. He's changed ever since, really. And ever since then, he's really just... everything he's touching is turning to literally gold. He's an absolute star, and hopefully it carries on for another couple of years. He's going to be approached by big clubs, inevitably, at this rate, if he continues his success. But he seems to show a lot of loyalty, he seems to show a lot of passion for now. And, I mean, we've got 2 things to compete for this season, and even if he ended up leaving at the end of the year, I think he'd be looked at with high regard from the Wolves fans.
Yeah, you talk about his passion. I think that comes across remotely. We look at the games like last year against Cardiff, this year against Leicester. Talking about the Leicester game as well. You know, since then it's been fantastic. Wolves 3 wins in the Premier League, getting through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. But it looks something like from a neutral. You know, you look at the spine of the team. The spine of the team is really, really good. You look at Patricia in goal, Bowley, Connor Cody, centre half, Neves, Coutinho, Jimenez, Jota. These players, you know, I can remember Wolves being in League One not too long ago.
So can we, yeah.
I said this is the sort of players that you're going to be having at your club.
No.
You know, I don't think you would have beaten me.
No, it's absolutely unreal. I mean, it's a good job we have got a good spine, because we are quite thin on the ground. We've got 15 first-team players, but the quality is there. Obviously, the owner's approach at the moment is, let's get out the deadwood, right to the point where we're pretty much, who we have is who's going to start, and then we're going to build, hopefully, in the summer windows in the future. Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, João Moutinho, he was linked with Man United, Arsenal, for years, really. Rui Patricio, he won the European Championship just under 3 years ago. I mean, it's an absolute dream to be a part of it and watching these players. Ruben Neves as well, I think, was approached by Man City 1 year before us. It's a star-studded side. Hopefully it gets even better. That's what's exciting, because we've cleared a lot of dead wood. We haven't actually spent, in terms of net loss, that much at all. We've got out quite a lot of players, which has kind of evened the books a little bit, so we will invest further and get some more talent in the summer. But yeah, it's a dream come true. We're living the dream, as I said, and hopefully it gets a little bit better yet.
Who's the players that we have to watch out for on Monday night? Obviously, it's some young players as well, but is there one particular player you go, he's the one you want to watch on Monday night?
I think, unfortunately for you, we've got a couple of forward players that are on fire, probably playing their best football this season. I would say number 1 to look out for is Jimenez, based on the fact that he is simply razor sharp in front of goal at the moment. When he gets a chance, that was a problem in the first couple 3 months. Really, a lot of us felt his hold-up play, it was absolutely fantastic, and his parts of how he ended up, helping the other players was fantastic. He just needed to improve on his finishing. Now he's done that, he is looking like one hell of a striker, and a lot of us obviously is on loan. We'll probably spend the 30 million, however much it is in the summer. He's in the form of his life at the minute, and you give him one chance, I have a feeling he will be converting it in the back of the net at the minute. That's the player I think you should be watching out for. Your defence, they probably might have to have a good day at the office to keep him out.
I can't believe that you're all saying that Wolves are going to be spending £30 million on a striker, and we're nowhere near. We obviously just broken our transfer right with Miguel Almiron recently, but that's incredible to come out with. But in terms of Newcastle, Harry, you've probably seen us quite a few times. I imagine you watched the game at St James's because it was live on TV. Where we managed to nick it right at the end. Obviously, really tough for us to take, but. What have you made of Newcastle this season? What have you made of the unrest between Benitez, the board in particular, Mike Ashley? Just a general feeling on Newcastle, if you don't mind.
Well, it never helps, I think, whenever a lot of situations where there is a divide between, obviously the fans aren't happy with Mike Ashley, I imagine. I don't think Rafa's I don't think Rafa's too happy with Mike. So those dynamics obviously rarely help. I think obviously getting that striker is good, but part of me feels that Mike Ashley spent that because he knows full well that in terms of net loss, you haven't really spent too much looking at the bigger picture, and if it helps you stay up, then that's more money in his pocket. So I think it's one of them signings that it was a long time coming, really, beating that transfer record. It was Michael Owen, wasn't it, in like 2005?
Yeah, Mike was 2005, I think it was a
long time ago. It was a long time coming, but obviously that win against Man City may give you, obviously you lost against Spurs after that, but that might still carry a little bit of confidence in the side. Whatever happens to the results today as they're going on, I think that you're going to have a lot to play for now, so we're not going to expect an easy match at all. We played Shrewsbury in the Cup, and in both games they were giving us a hell of a match, so if we don't concentrate and we don't have the confidence, we know full well that Benitez has that tactical nous to grind out results and to sometimes unexpectedly get results. So I think maybe you can provide a threat. I think, as I say with a lot of previews I do, the way to get at us is to score first. We're responding better to that, but if you do stun us, we can sometimes be quite slow to respond. But if we have them players like we do going up front in good form, then I'm relatively confident. But overall, looking at Newcastle, yes, I think it's been a difficult season. Obviously, you finished 10th last year, and you're on a little bit of the decline. Maybe, though, you might just about get a little bit of form together and actually finish better than where you are. You definitely can't rule that out. But yeah, you've got a few players. I mean, Dubravka, he made that mistake against Spurs, but he can sometimes be absolutely unstoppable in goal.
You do want a lot better players apart from that mistake against Tottenham.
He has that ability to really keep some strikes out, so you never know. But I'm expecting a tight game after Shrewsbury. That might have taken a little bit out of us, considering it was one more game than we really wanted to play, and it took us quite a little bit to overcome them. So I'm not too sure. I'm just looking forward to it. We're in a position now, unfortunately, unlike you said, but we can relax and we can look around. We've got 7th position. We want that European place, and we're just gonna see what happens. Really, we're in reasonably good form. Bring it on.
Fighting talk. What's your prediction for the game on Monday night? Harry, do you think that Wolves are going to come out with 3 points, or do you think Newcastle can come with a little bit of a surprise for you?
Well, as I said, I'm not. There's been a few occasions this season I've been quite confident Wolves are going to win. For some reason, like I did when we lost at Huddersfield, in fact, I sometimes have a little bit of an inkling that it might not be as simple as intended. So I would say 2-1. That we might edge it a little bit like when we took you on at St James's Park. However, I am definitely not ruling out, you maybe even getting a win or a point. I'd take a point overall because it's just good to keep getting results, sometimes in situations in which we might have an easy game. But I would say, as a Wolves fan, Wolves 2, Newcastle 1.
Right then, so that was Wolves Fan TV. Let us know what you think of the opposition. Can we get something from this game? Can we win? Can we get a point? Let us know what you think. Ta-da, bye-bye.